This is how most people reacted to the return of Mega Evolution in the Pokémon Legends ZA trailer. But what if I told you that we already knew it would be returning? Pokémon Scarlet and Violet had the pieces hidden in plain sight. So stick around to the end of this video to see how it hinted towards the return of the most beloved battle gimmick, Mega Evolution. To assemble these puzzle pieces, we need to consider two aspects and imagine them as the image on the box that guides us in solving the puzzle. First, we look at the origins of Mega Evolution design. Mega Evolutions is the battle phenomena introduced in Pokémon X and Y in the Kalos region, where Legends ZA takes place. It's the result of a Pokémon's strong bond with its trainer, unlocking a new form during battle, raising its stats, and a new design that emphasizes ancient traits. Along this branch, there's also Primal Reversion, which
is an ancient transformation affecting Kyogre and Groudon. The process is said to restore Kyogre and Groudon's true powers, as it absorbs the energy of nature to greatly increase its potential. It has been described in-game as an ancient form of evolution.
Basically, Mega Evolution is a Super Saiyan version of the Pokémon, but with its dormant ancient DNA brought to life. Second, we look at the Paradox Pokémon design origins. Paradox Pokémon, introduced in Pokémon Scarlet and Violet in the Paldea region, are either prehistoric or futuristic versions of familiar Pokémon. The past Paradox Pokémon represent ancient, primal versions of familiar Pokémon. Their characteristics lean heavily into themes of lost evolutionary branches, ancient ecosystems, and prehistoric fantasy. Both Mega Evolutions and Paradox Pokémon share a common thread. Their designs are inspired by or hinting at the idea of ancient forms of Pokémon. It's like their dormant ancient DNA has been awakened, connecting the two forms. Now, before we start, like this video if you've ever been to a Diddy party.
And like we all, hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
That's
First piece of the puzzle is Roaring Moon, the past Paradox version of Mega Salamence. It is dragon and dark type. From the huge red croissant-shaped wings to the horns and spikes on its face and wavy tail, there's no doubt that these designs are related. Looking at the design origins we established, it seems that Mega Salamence is tapping into the latent traits of Roaring Moon that were lost through time and adaptation, but still remain in Salamence's DNA. Roaring Moon's Pokédex entry in Pokémon Violet is the nail in the coffin establishing this connection.
According to an article in a dubious magazine, this Pokémon has some connection to a phenomenon that occurs in a certain region.
Pokédex entries from Pokémon Sun, Moon, and Ultra Sun suggest that Mega Salamence has a ferocious and dangerous nature, reminiscent of Dark, which it used to possess. So that shows Game Freak may have been hinting at Mega Salamence with Roaring Moon's design. The second piece of the puzzle is that Kalos and Paldea are connected.
Kalos and Paldea are based on France and the Iberian Peninsula, which is Spain and Portugal, which border each other in real life in the Pokémon world.
You see this map of Kalos, the official map we've known since 2013. Get that out of here. So far, Kalos has been just northern France, but the Game Freak Terra Leaker found the original map of Kalos, which included the southern Kalos Part 2. Kalos was meant to be all of France. Yeah, I know I just said Kalos a lot. The maps of Beta Kalos and the northeast side of Paldea fit together perfectly like two peas in a pod, or two Pidgeys in a flock. The northeast part is grayed out, like Area 0 at the start of the game before you are allowed in, making it seem we were supposed to be able to visit there. But it was a disappointing letdown. Since Scarlet and Violet and Legends ZA were in development at the same time, Game Freak had designed the Paldea map like that on purpose, and we're going to reveal more about Southern Kalos in Legends ZA. So it's not a stretch to say these Pokémon of Paldea are unlike the Mega Pokémon of Kalos. Similarly, the trainers in that area of the map battle with Dragon-type Pokémon from Kalos. The third piece of the puzzle is none other than Palafin. When it changes from its Zero form to Hero form, there is a significant change in appearance and stats, much like how Mega Evolution dramatically boosts a Pokémon's stats and a more powerful and imposing design. Palafin Hero form has a major stat increase, from 457 BST to 650 BST, which is similar to the 100 BST increase of Mega Evolution. The only difference is, Palafin gets this buff from its ability Zero to Hero instead of a Megastone. The Pokémon Scarlet Pokédex says
This Pokémon's ancient genes have awakened. It is now so extraordinarily strong that it can easily lift a cruise ship with one fin.
there it is, the mention of the ancient genetics which were dormant but now awakened because of a transformation, just like Mega Evolution. Last but not least, the final piece of the puzzle is Iron Valiant. It's the future Paradox version of Mega Gardevoir and Mega Gallade, apparent in the familiar head crescent, blade-like arms, and a cape gown hybrid. It's a fairy and fighting type, the two secondary types of Gardevoir and Gallade. It's the strongest non-legendary Paradox Pokemon, which is fitting for being based on two Mega Evolutions. This one needs the least explanation because it's so clear. And voila, our pieces come together to form the image of how each of these Pokemon incorporates aspects of Mega Evolution, whether through their significant design changes, stat enhancements, or thematic lore connections. These attributes establish Roaring Moon, Palafin Hero Form, and Iron Valiant as alternatives to Mega Evolution, connecting Paldea to the upcoming title, Pokémon Legends ZA. If you want to see more about the game that could have come before it, click on the video here. But if you want to know about Palafin's secret hero trio, watch the video here. If you played Pokémon Scarlet and Violet and someone asked you to name a trio, you'd probably say something basic.